What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Durarara, this time with season 2 episode 6, I do believe. Last time out, I can't remember everything, but I do specifically remember that being that little girl who I think was revealed to be the daughter of the Yakuza boss guy, and she was trying to kill Shou, which good luck to her. Trying to kill him with a taser of all things. I guess you can kill someone with a taser, maybe if you tase them long enough, or if they're old enough for their heart to give way. But yeah, wasn't the best attempt. She was awfully cute as well. So hopefully we'll see more of her today. We also saw I think a meeting between that boy and a couple of his friends. Also, if I do remember correctly, the little girl's mob boss father had some weird looking friends, didn't he? Like one of them absolutely looked like a dragon. There's a few kind of animal looking characters introduced this season, isn't there? Funny enough. You know what also I noticed? I'm not sure this is exactly the case, but you guys know this door here. I'm not sure who this character is, if it's meant to even be anyone. But if you guys have ever seen that video of those people in the army, and one of them has like an anime girl towel, I came across like that again the other day. I think that's been on the internet for years. I came across that video again the other day, and I think it's the same girl that's on this door. I was like, what the hell? That's the same. That's the same girl. I think. Again, I don't recognize her, but I could be wrong about that. But I was like, wow. I'm not sure if they got her from this show or if it's just no idea. But they looked incredibly alike. Die. But that was just adorable, wasn't it? Oh yeah, of course we saw the leader of these white guys as well. Honestly, completely forgot about that. Some kind of assassination attempt on the headless rider. By Verona. Oh, I remember now. Kuminashi Rider. That's the one. Try to remember the Japanese for the Soti. That just sounds so much cooler, doesn't it? Headless Rider. I forgot it instantly. I had it and I forgot it instantly. Kuminashi Rider. Just sounds a bit cooler, doesn't it? Kuminashi. I love those two. Probably, definitely my favourite relationship. Also, I do like Kida and his girlfriend, but we haven't seen an awful lot of them. There's much more a focus on Kida, but I do like his girlfriend. But I also do, as much as we've probably seen the least of these, I do like Shinra's dad and his wife. I do think they're quite fun as well. And trying to close the door on Shizu of all people. Who's he? Ah, she is. Brought her here. Well, you kind of are. You kind of already are, bro. Poor girl. Yeah, I guess this is quite funny actually, isn't it? Kind of switched places a little bit. Oh, so yeah, trying to find the daughter. Okay. Understandable. I wonder what life would be like. Ah, finally seeing this guy. Yeah, I do wonder what life would be like being the son or daughter of crime syndicate. I mean, this isn't exactly the same, but I do think of Ichiban from Like a Dragon, and he grew up pretty well. I mean, he grew up in a brothel, kind of hostess place more so, but as a young adult, I guess he kind of got taken in. I mean, it makes an interesting point there. Why do we? I guess, yeah, I guess it's because it's not sure what you are at the minute. So, yeah. Got the same with the below region. Kind of morphs from either going inwards or having a penile, a chimple. So this is the guy that's missing. Man, what the hell's going on here? So this guy's missing. He was the CEO, and he's missing, and they're trying to find him. He's trying to find the little girl, and kidnap her. Whereas that you keeps also trying to find the little girl to bring her home, and that's the extent of it, I think. And funny enough, the little girl is at Selty's place. So this is not awfully convoluted at the minute, but I do feel like this is going to get quite like intertwined. If you know what I'm saying, there's going to get maybe a few knots and a few complications. I wonder what this guy's up to then. He just like so he's missing, but he didn't get like that was my first assumption that he got like kidnapped or taken or something. But that guy left of his own free will supposedly, and he's got these people who I think are assassins. Um, yeah. Okay. Okay, getting a little bit of a better picture of what's going on here. Also, how bad was the timer off there? Apologies. And this guy's like a talent agent CEO, right? What's a talent agent got to do with stealing kids? This guy's eyes are kind of crazy, aren't they? Very intense. So is this before the scene we saw with them beheading Salty? Oh, certainly some strange people, aren't they, these two? I love the fact they go to like the detail of like spinning the video around. Also, who got these videos? They're just reusing the things we saw. How'd they get those angles? Who recorded that from that angle, bro? Excuse me? They might as well just be watching the show along with us. But as I said, I like the fact at least they went into the detail of again like spinning the phone around, spinning the video. Something small but appreciated. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? She's been kidnapped, and now she's trying to get kidnapped by a couple of other people. That would, but it would also be a lot more complicated. Oh no. Getting the food on. No, she doesn't look well, does she? That's her. Ugh. Right. That's what you got from that. I mean, Mikado is it's one of those where it shows us him being like normal, and then like it goes back like a couple of episodes time. It like shows us this again where he's like smiling and being a little bit like sinister. Maybe sinister is the wrong word, but like yeah, I didn't really get happy from that. It felt like he was feeling a lot, thinking a lot. Sorry, maybe internally feeling a bit as well. Maybe Harry's just much better at reading him. Probably. Best be on the safe side. It was incredibly vague. I know, can't allow this. Can't allow this. I was gonna say like you should deny him just so he doesn't third wheel you. But now he gets to go with her alone. You're gonna have to change up your stance now. As embarrassing as it is, Mikado. Yeah, you're gonna have to embarrass yourself and just say, you know what, I am free actually. It always feels embarrassing. I've done that before, but sometimes it's got to be done. Not under these conditions have I done this, but yeah, I think everybody's like had to add a little switch up. Okay, that's not really much. You didn't really lose anything. Halloween night, eh? I mean, again, this would be a pretty good attempt at most people. Pretty clean. Also pretty undercover, if you know what I'm saying. Like no one would notice that, except for the fact there's a headless person on the side of the road. But no one would have actually saw what happened because that wire is incredibly sharp and nice subtlety. But yeah, that wire is incredibly sharp and you just can't see things like that from a distance. Good try though, Rodona. I didn't even notice that you're being tailed. Or you got a tracker, whatever you want to call it. Didn't even notice. Okay, cool little setup they got here. The assassin van. That's a shame. If only you knew her name. The headless biker. Kuro Bike. And she has got cool names, hasn't she? Kuro Bike, Kuminashi Rider. She knows Kuro Bike, but not Kuminashi Rider. If she knew Kuminashi Rider, my god, what a mistake you've made. Why are you talking to yourself, bro? Really? I never knew any of this. Interesting. Never knew any of that. Being a massive horror fan, it's always been. I mean, it's only really the Friday the 13th. Funny enough, yeah, it's only really like the Friday the 13th series that does that. I mean, maybe not. I can't remember exactly because I haven't watched this in years. But like, Happy Death Day happened on the 13th. I forget, but there's a few horror movies that are on like the Friday the 13th or on the 13th of the month or something. So then a lucky day. I never knew why. Interesting. So it's got like ancient roots. But yeah, on that point, I'm pretty sure like the first 3 or 4 Friday the 13th movies happen across that weekend, not on Friday the 13th, which is also just ridiculous. If you guys have watched those movies, there's no way all of that has happened within such a short span of time. I'm not sure it's the first few. There's a span of them that supposedly happen over like a weekend, but yeah, that series does get pretty loosey goosey with the with the timelines and such. So interesting. Yeah, you would have thought I'd know that, but again, surprisingly, there's not actually too many series that cares about 13th. It's more so like a real world thing, isn't it? Bloody hell. Again, that guy's eyes are crazy. He's quite a whimsy guy as well. I like him. His eyes betray how he is, though. Oh, that. She's his brother's girlfriend. Who is that talking in the light blue? Not really sure. I sure like to talk a lot though. It's these two. I mean, they did come in together, so maybe I should have. It's because her voice sounds slightly different when she's talking over the text here. I didn't really Yeah, her voice changes maybe more than anyone. Sorry to pause again, but there's like almost all the characters' voice actors are very recognizable. I'm pretty much able to instantly equate the voice to the person, but there's always a bit of like distortion or something when they talk over their messages. Like it's a bit digitalized. Her voice especially changed quite a bit with this digitalization over it. Maybe it's because she talks so much. Um, that was a bit of a giveaway, but yeah, her voice like you're able to easily tell even if Mikado's talking normally or it's like the digitalized version where he's talking over his messages. You're able to easily tell it's him. Whereas with her, that was actually yeah, I was like, who the hell's talking to her here? And then it switched to her point of view of her messaging, and it's like, oh, it's her, and it does sound quite clear. But yeah, apologies about that. She has got the most changed up voice in particular. Deranged? You're talking to him. It's quite funny that she is talking about them to them. Google. Well, good job you didn't give away what you were looking into there. They're busy. They're busy. I was gonna say, yeah. Did she even get to message anyone? Do you know what? If you guys did own one of those phones, it is an absolute nightmare to type on those. Like going, I think like you get used to it, but then like going from that to like touchscreen phones now, if you were to go back from touchscreen phones to those flip phones, then I think it'd take a lot of getting used to how you just type on those things. So like I think there'd be like 12 buttons and there'd be like 4 letters per number. So if number one had like A, B, C, D, I think it was A, B, C, maybe it was just three, but you'd have to like tap A, tap twice for B, tap 3 times for C, and it was just like a lot longer and easy to mess up. Again, some of you guys wouldn't actually even been around during that period, so lucky you guys. Teething fever. What are you all about? I mean, he's not that wrong there, honestly. She's always quite the kid. Still. Oh, I'll tell you what, guys. I had a nap yesterday, and I awoke to a horrible pain in my neck. I feel kind of fine, but it's really weird. I just woke up in like agony. Must have slept in a or napped in a dodgy position. Never had that before. Maybe that's a sign of I'm getting old. When was that? I've never heard about that. You actually gonna answer that? No chance. Fucking 11 p.m. at night. Someone knock on my door. No chance. Or at least, I mean, she's got a blade within her to be fair, but yeah, I'd at least get like a baseball bat or something. Oh shit. Oh, it's probably getting a phone call from a random number. It's probably easy enough to just push the door at that point, right? Like those things, I've always thought those. Maybe they're stronger than I'm giving them credit for, but I've always thought like you should surely don't need that much force to actually just push the door and break that off the wall, right? I guess it depends on how it's been like installed in there, but I used to have one in my old house, and I used to always think like, if I just push hard enough, there's no point of this lock, is there? But I wonder who that is. I ain't got the slightest clue on who that even could be, or who would want to. Yeah, no idea. Absolutely no idea. But that guy looks a lot kinder in this ending shot. His eyes, like I said, his eyes look crazy in the episode today. There wasn't a point at which his eyes didn't look crazy or like incredibly intense. Okay, what we got tomorrow for me? Moscow does not believe in tears. Yeah, would you say Moscow or I think it's Moscow, isn't it? Moscow. Um, I don't get it, but I do recognize it. Where do I recognize that from? This is like a play on a title I've heard a fair few times. I can't remember what it is. I guess I will look it up. Much to that dude, I forget his name. Simon. His what is it? Is it like from Russia? It's maybe something like From Russia with Love, or something along those lines. I forget exactly. Yeah, it looks like someone's going after Anri as well. I'm not sure what's going on at the start of this preview. Not so very clearly Russian dude on the left right here. Say From Russia with Love. I've heard something similar to like this. Like it's definitely like had like tears and Moscow and I don't know. Yeah, someone's after Anri. I'm not. Is it these guys? Why? Even scarier than what? Desiccated rice. I think I will look it up. Moscow does not believe in tears. Oh, it's a film. 2.5 hour comedy romance. Let me guess. It's American? Oh no, it is actually Russian. Okay. Wow, it's got quite the varying reviews. 8 out of 10 on IMDb, which is pretty damn good for IMDb. And 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, there's only, to be fair, yeah, you can't really say much because there's only 5 reviews, so 2 people rated it over 2.5 stars out of 5, whereas over 1,000 normal human beings would recommend it. Yeah, maybe I haven't heard of this. I've heard of something similar. Maybe I've heard of like something like parodying it or something, but no, I've never heard of this movie. I wonder what it's about. Living together, it's a very short summary here. Living together in a worker's dorm, Katerina and her friends are determined to make it in Moscow. But when a boorish cameraman forces himself on her, Katerina finds herself pregnant and alone as her friends move on. Well, that's dark. friends just say we're leaving you after you got raped. Together in a worker's dorm. So she was living with her friends, got raped by a cameraman, and then her friends just left her. 20 years later, she's fought to become a factory director, outpacing her old roommates career-wise, but still alone. But for her daughter, when she meets a genial maniac. When she meets a genial mechanic, love seems possible again. Wow. Okay. Quite the synopsis. So what the hell's that got to do? Well, hopefully it hasn't had much to do with next episode, but clearly it might. Maybe that's talking about the little girl that we're looking for. Maybe there was a similar situation to that or something. Who knows? I'll try and remember that and keep that in mind for tomorrow's reaction though. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Another great episode today. Again, a lot going on here. We saw the assassins that are working for that ex-CEO trying off Celty. They didn't do a great job. They thought they'd done a great job, and it would have been a great job usually, but not in this instance. But yeah, just kind of setting more things up here. It's all getting again. I said it earlier, but I love that kind of vision of. I see this as like a bunch of strings. Each character is like a string, and then they all just kind of like fold, and then they like fold around each other, and there's knots, and there's like, and they're tying up, and it's getting confused, and it's getting complex, and that's how I'm seeing this so far, and that's just how it's going. We're kind of tying the knots that we've got to undo. And we even saw Isaiah kind of tune in here, didn't we? So all is going to their plan, I do assume. Thank you guys again for watching though. Let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you next time with episode 7.